Okay, so now that we've got all the seeds kind of put down, the next part, actually I might have missed this little one. It's okay if you got one or two extra in there. So the next thing you're going to do is look at the back, and it should say what the depth is that these prefer to be planted at. This guy says that it wants to be planted at 1/8 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something like a pencil, and I'm going to just push it down just very, very lightly into the soil. It doesn't have to be exactly precise. I'm really not going to measure 1/8 of an inch. I'm just going to kind of do my best. All right, I'm going to push these guys down, and then I'm going to lightly cover it over. Some seeds prefer to be planted only on the surface and not be covered at all, so make sure you check, you know, what your planting prefers. I've got some Laura Bush petunias that I'm growing from seed that apparently only prefer to be sown on the surface. So, okay. So with that, and again, I'm not going to do the rest of these right now, but with that, you're pretty much ready to go. All you've got to do next is to take your greenhouse top and just set it over. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to place this somewhere warm and sunny, and the heat of the location plus the water is going to cause steam to rise, and you can already kind of see some forming right here, and that's going to kind of create this nice greenhouse effect. The nice thing is that this is not snapped on here, and that's going to help the plants breathe. You want to make sure they're getting enough oxygen too. So just find somewhere warm and sunny that you can place this and just leave it alone for a couple of days. Seeds germinate at different rates, and you might have noticed I don't have a whole lot of space, but I planted a whole bunch of seeds, or I'm going to. It's because not every single seed is going to for sure germinate and become a seedling. So you kind of need to do a whole lot in the hopes that 1 or 2 or 10 of them are going to work. And I guess just the rest of them I'm probably going to give out as gifts. So it's better to have too many than too few, in my opinion. So I'm going to leave these for a few days. After they start sprouting, depending on what you're growing, almost every single seed that you grow from seedlings, at least that every single seedling that you grow from seed, at least that I read about, needs to go through a hardening off period. That's what you call it, a hardening off period. And basically what this is that if you've grown something from seed indoors, it's maybe not used to the elements and the wind and the intense sun and everything else. So you need to kind of help those little seedlings kind of toughen up a little bit. So what you'll do is you'll learn what your plant needs, and you will start to expose them more and more day by day, a little bit extra time here, a little bit more there, a little bit, next. And again, you'll have to research this to know what's appropriate in order to help them harden off before you actually transplant them and put them into wherever you're going to plant them. So just be aware that you can't just take a little seedling and immediately transplant it outside and expect it to grow. It's got to go through a hardening off period where it kind of gets toughened up and kind of used to the wind and everything else. Some people will even take their hand as they're walking by their seedlings and maybe just kind of run it gently over and just allow them to kind of bend and learn to sort of bring themselves back. So just keep that in mind. Again, research it depending on what you're growing, what you need to do for the hardening off period, and then also to know what is kind of the appropriate size of a seedling that you can start to watch for. Okay, when it's about this big is when I need to start introducing it to more elements. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you learned something. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, for me, I'm a beginner to this too, and so this may or may not work. I sure hope it does. Surely with 36 of these, something will germinate. Let's just all hope and cross our fingers. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this. Please keep checking back with the Urban Interface and looking at this month's theme of gardening. And each month we'll introduce a new theme, but we hope you enjoy this one, and we'll keep you updated on how this goes. Thank you.